what the differences are, right?
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the great things about platform fighters. You can play the same character, but you know, it can vary quite a bit in terms of you know, how it looks in performance. So we're gonna see as Nady, or maybe it's Nati versus
I think it's Mati,
Nati.
but I
Oh, it's
could
an
be
M.
wrong.
It's
Yep.
hashtag dyslexic, baby. Ooh, Mati. Or R,
Versus
maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
Fish. Ooh, I like that. Never mind. Let's go with it.
Let's see. Fishing. Oh, that's almost a KO off the top. Not gonna be
That
like.
would have been disgustingly
Yeah.
early.
I would have been like, what are you, powdered toast man? You know? Like,
What are you, the week 1 patch?
yeah.
Yeah. Which, I know we've cleared it up, but it was like an hour ago. We are playing on the Switch, but it does have, not the patch that came out like a couple days ago, but it does have the DI and Dash Dance patch.
Yeah, correct. Oh.
So just not the one that has those, if you are a diehard Patrick Star fan, you don't quite have those buffs yet.
Maybe next time, though. They're looking so far. I mean, Fish, you
Ooh,
know, doing
get
well.
that
Oblina, yeah. Gonna go ahead and get the first stock. 122% though. Should be easy enough to find the blow here. We're gonna see if it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I do like that Fish used that strong attack and stalled in the air a little bit, because it is a little ambiguous. It's like, am I going to land right away with an attack and then try to get you off stage, or am I going to stall and get the stronger hit?
Because having moves like that can like shift your momentum in the air
so
like that,
big.
it changes everything about how you're gonna land.
Yep, and especially when your opponent's in the corner, because he's like, oh shoot, I don't know if I can block this, because I might go into cheater.
Oh, looking to the corner here,
Yep.
gonna spit a little bit, throw that nasty stuff, catch him high.
Oh, yep, and so the way that April's flip works is momentum based. So if you are at a standstill, you can just go up, but if you're going down pretty fast and then try to up B right away, sometimes you just don't get that height. Because you are countering the momentum, and now you're just standing
Like
still
stalling,
instead of
right?
recovering. Yeah. So sometimes if you just go down there and swat April, she is really stuck and in for a rough time.
Oh, and you see a dash attack, tries to convert into a side strong there, as Fish is just completely getting the upper hand here. We're not seeing much of a retaliation from Mati, but there we go. I like that, the turnaround up strong too. I like the fact that he turned it around, because that could have very easily been the difference between it hitting and missing. Uh-oh.
Sheesh. There we go. And Fish trying to make that just very solid fundamentals right there. Nothing crazy, but just, all right, I'm going to take my combos. I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to make my, like, am I going to try to extend the combo, or am I going to just try to get that combo ender and make it a little ambiguous and just really work it?
Okay, that was like pretty good performance from Fish. I mean, I feel like Maddie just really didn't have much of a chance to get things going, you know? We'll see.
Yeah, and Maddie seems like a very solid player. We saw some good April stocks, but was not quite able to keep up with how fast Fish is playing with this Oblina.
I'm hoping game 2 are going right back to the same stage. Yep. Oblina fresh out the toilet, you know, ready to go ahead and do more damage. Maybe hit them with that toxic waste.
Yep.
Let's see what this April O'Neil has to say about it.
Get that garbage out right away.
Oh, okay.
We got the Our Real Monsters out to play, and trying to be a monster in bracket as well. This is winner semifinals, so trying to figure this out. Oh, doesn't quite get that follow-up attack.
Oh, careful.
That was smart.
Oh, that reset. No conversion, though, but Fish going to keep it going here. Maddie trying to get something going. Down air, really good aerial that April has, man. It's so
Wester's back. Totally fine. Gets back on stage. Has all the resources again. Oh, gets hit by the boom arm.
Yeah, got to hit him with the boom, you know? Make sure. And maybe a couple more Kodak moments going to be coming out here from the April O'Neil. If she's able to get these hits so far, having complete control of the stage, Fish finds her way to center and retaliates. Is going to be able to do a little bit of a swap? No! Maddie's going to switch it back.
Madi missed it earlier, but actually had this great moment of like moving out and then air dashing back in with an attack, where it looked like she was, all right, I just got to get out of this. Let me escape.
This might be a game 3.
Very easy to make this ambiguous. I mean, we were saying before that Fish was doing so well, and now it's looking like it's going to be a 3-stock for Madi. This game shifts so hard, and momentum is so important. That was an entirely different game than game 1.
I have to agree, and especially like the ease in finding KOs in that second game just kind of like came second nature to the April, right? It was like, okay, you know, I'll throw the boom mic here, cool, got that one. There was a lot of chances I felt like he was able to hit Fishh after Fishh had already dashed.
Yes.
So then it was just like, all right,
After
cool.
Fishh had already dashed and had also used some of their other resources too. But the big one is the dash, because if you already dash, you don't get to Vector. You don't get to do any of that other stuff anymore. And you go from like, oh, I can live to like 200 to like, oh, I'm going to die at 50. And it's like, well,
those are pretty different numbers, right? So
Yep.
it's like, oh man, really got to be careful with your resource management there. But also, you know, if you're going to use it early like that, you have to mix up the way you're coming down so that you don't get caught. But, you know, that boom arm and the camera, right? They're
Yep.
pretty disjointed. So it's like a character like Oblina is going to have a tough time getting around them because they can't really contest with anything that far away.
April's just dancing on him right now, trying to do it for Channel 6. What is gonna happen? All right, Oblina's starting to make it, starting to get something out here, but this is looking like Madi's game.
Yeah.
A little early to say, obviously, but this is, Madi is looking very confident.
Oh man,
So different.
Man.
Oh no! This is so different than game 1. It straight up is like, all right, I give my friend the controller now.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
what
whoa,
happened?
Fishh, what's going on there? Throwing out that up special, needs to find a conversion here, and it feels like, you know, April just has a much more comfortable time on stage, right? It felt like game 1 was a bit of like, gotta learn what I gotta do, and now it's just like back to business as usual.
And I don't think that Fishh is playing noticeably worse.
I agree.
I don't think it's that Fishh is playing worse. I think it's that Mati has turned it up so many levels and so many notches.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, we're not gonna see 2-3 stocks, but oh man.
And this game is not called yet. Fishh can bring this back. And they look like they're trying their best here.
Fishh can, but Mati's trying to put him on the news.
Oh man. Fishh definitely wasn't ready for that. Trying to slow down the game a little bit, get these conversions slow and steady, trying to do, you know, the tortoise in the hare here. But is it a little bit too late for that? We'll see.
I think it is.
Oh.
Because this is a war of attrition right now. If Fishh wants to make this comeback, Fishh has to play very well, but instead is just going even with Mati. Finds themselves off stage. That's going to reset into the boom arm. And Mati takes it with a loses and then gets a 3-stock and a very solid 2-stock.
Yeah, that was, I mean, I felt like Fishh, you know, had like a semblance of a game plan toward the very end of that last game, but it was like way too late for it to even. Then you get caught with the jab reset, and it's like,
well, and Mati was from game 1 was just like, oh, things looked a little rough, and then games 2 and 3 was using so much really specific April tech and April like. Not the combo trees that you see from a lot of the other characters of like down air, down air, down air. Okay, you're off stage. Let's do this. But like that last one ended because there was a down air into. All right, you teched out, and I'm gonna drop the camera down. That's gonna jab reset you into the boom arm. Like some really solid stuff.
And especially like, you know, we were talking about a little bit earlier where like if something's working, keep doing it, right? And we saw like several times in that last game where we just be like, I'm gonna either full hop, fast fall down strong with camera, and it's gonna cover like half the stage. And if you move forward,
do not know how to deal with this, and I know that you don't know how to deal with this. And because this is bracket, this is not
like 10 times in a row.
This is not the time for me to be like, oh, but I gotta get my combo video out. Let's try to mix it. It's like, no, you're gonna lose because you do not know how to deal with this right now.